Agape. Agape means unconditional love, the love of God operating through the human heart. We like to say that love is total acceptance. And what we teach at Agape is that everything begins and ends with you, and everything begins and ends with self-love. Until we can love ourselves, until we can know the truth about ourselves, until we can embody that, we're lost. And so when we come to Agape, we come together to form a community, to support and grow each other as we evolve as individualized, perfect expressions of infinite love. So before we get going into my talk today, let's get settled. I invite you to go within, sit down in a comfortable position, hands gently resting on your lap, your back is straight. Connect your index fingers and your thumbs. Close your eyes and bring all awareness to your breath. Fully understanding and knowing the breath is life. It is life breathing life into life. The breath connects, the breath heals, the breath nurtures. The breath is freedom. So bring your awareness into the center of your chest and consciously begin to breathe in and out of your energy center that we call the heart. That which knows our deepest desires. That which connects us to life and to each other. With every breath that we breathe in, we open and heal and open and heal so that our heart becomes totally open, totally ready to experience the beauty and the fullness of life. Know that your energy creates a frequency. That frequency creates your experience. So as you go within and know your connection to all that is, you create a frequency of love. And that frequency emits a vibration out from you. And that energy that is vibrating out from you attracts to you that which is like it. And anything that is unlike it doesn't even come close to you. What we understand at Agape is that our heart is our bellwether. It tells us where we are on the path of love. So as you breathe in and out of your heart, ask, what does my heart long to express? What does it long to give? And is it open to receive? Because we understand that life and energy is circular. It equally gives and receives. The more love you give, the more love you receive. Just sit and breathe for a moment in out of that beautiful heart. Scan your body and notice how it is settled into a more relaxed and peaceful state. The energy you bring creates the outer experience. Love creates a love atmosphere that attracts love into it. Settle into love. Gently bring yourself back to this time, to this place, to this body, and embrace life. Embrace that this body is the vessel through which you get to experience this magnificent world. When you're ready, begin to move however that is for you, your hands, your arms, your neck, your head. And comfortably now, gently and easily, open your eyes, coming back to this place. Put a smile on your face and be fully here now. So I thought today I would explore the title of Who Do You Think You Are? In my book, The Power in You, if you haven't got it, now's the time, I quoted Popeye. Remember the cartoon character Popeye? Maybe you don't. Maybe it's before your time, but it was a popular cartoon for me. And Popeye said, "I am what I am, and that's all that I am." Think about that. If you were to answer that question, I am what I am, what is that am? The second one. What is it that you are? What is it you've identified with? Who are you being in the world today, in your body, in your job, in your relationships, as you just walk into life? Who are you being? It's a fascinating question to ask ourselves. You see, most people define themselves based on their life roles and titles, but that's not who you are. You learn that ever so quick. I know that when I was in the corporate world, I became a vice president, and I identified with that title. And when I left the corporate world, I was lost. I didn't know who I was because I had so associated myself with a title. We associate titles of our jobs. We associate titles of being a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a son, a daughter, a religious person, a white man, a black man, a white woman, a black woman, an Oriental, an Asian. All of these things are labels, roles, or titles, but they're not who you are. The key thing is to begin to discover the truth. The title that you identify with is not who you are in any way, shape, or form. The key thing here is to determine what is important to you and to become that person. And that's the work. What is important to you? What qualities do you have that are unique, that are desiring to be expressed in the world? And find a way to bring those qualities to serve other people. Not just for yourself, because we weren't meant to be alone. We were meant to be in community. We were meant to support each other. And because each of us has unique gifts, we have ways that we can do that with each other. My wife and I are very different people, but her qualities support my freedom. My qualities support her freedom. And the freedom I'm talking about is to use your unique qualities in the world to serve others and help people awaken to their most magnificent self. All you have to do is be a loving and kind energy. And when you put that energy on, you'll help others be loving and kind. And in that loving and kind energy, it's easier to discover who you are, to know your truth. But once you know who you are, once you've made that determination of what you're going to bring, it requires conscious living. And here's what I'll tell you. Living consciously is our greatest challenge. There are more interruptions in the world today than there has ever been. You have the television, and that's not the big one anymore. It's social media. It's that cell phone, that thing that everyone seems to be addicted to. You walk into a restaurant, you'll see a couple sitting at a table, and guess what? They both have their phones out. No one's looking into each other's eyes. No one's having an intimate conversation. Everything is glued to, am I getting a like? Let me post this picture. Let me get some more dopamine. And every little thing we do, we're getting a dopamine rush, and we're not living consciously because we're succumbing to the chemical fix that the technology of today is giving us. And we seek that. We thrive on it. We've got to have it. Let me just be even more to the point. We're addicted to it. I love the song, Addicted to Love. Could you be addicted to love? I believe it was by Robert Palmer, if I'm not mistaken. You gotta face it, you're addicted to love. But I don't think he was talking about the love I'm talking about. I think he was talking about infatuation with a partner. And if you read my book, you'll find out that that's not love. That's infatuation. I'm addicted to finding ways to accept myself more and more and more. Because when I accept myself, I can then accept others more and more and more. And I'm trying to find ways to look at people so that I can like them, find the qualities in them that I resonate with and focus on those. You see, conscious living means to realize that everyone is unique. Everyone is an individualization of consciousness. And we're all connected. We're all part of the same oneness. It's only when we realize that we can truly love someone else, because we understand the very essence of the nature is that they are who we are and we are who they are. It's real interesting. The things that we tend to look at others and we don't like are the things that we don't like that exist within us. We may not be showing them, but we know those qualities are there and we haven't come to peace with it. Here's what you have to realize. There's something like 4,628 human qualities. We have them all. Every individual has all of them. To deny that we have one is to deny part of ourselves. You see, we have the ability to express anything and everything. We have the ability. So all those qualities have to exist. To think you're a one-sided human being, that's a lie. You're going to be up and you're going to be down. You're going to be to the right. You're going to be to the left. Where's love? In the middle. Love is acknowledging there is a right or a left and accepting both. It's not saying one is better than the other. In the divine, there is no judgment. In the infinite, there can't be judgment because there's only the infinite, so there's nothing for it to compare itself against. But we function in the 3D world with an ego, and that ego does not see both sides. But we have the ability through conscious living to become the observer, to become the witness. And when we become the witness, guess what? We see both sides. We see life as love. That's a powerful, powerful thing. And I would like to tell you I'm there a lot, but I'm there just a little bit of the time. A little bit of the time because I'm human just like you. So people say, Lee, what is the purpose of life? Well, for me, the purpose of life is to simply to explore, to create, and have fun. And start again, to explore, create, and have fun. Think about that. To explore means to discover new ideas, new things, new feelings, new experiences. Because this world is filled of infinite ones. So there's always something to explore. And then we understand that how we look at things creates. So as we explore, we see new things, we create new experiences, and we fully enjoy them. And that's fun. Being fully present in a situation, that's the fun. And we continue it. That's the cycle of life. We're bored. We become bored when we're not exploring new things. We weren't meant to be bored. We weren't meant to have the same thing happen day in, day out, day in, day out. No. Yes, we have habits that keep us grounded, but there's got to be some exploration. And with that exploration, there's got to be some creating going on. We are creative instruments of the divine. We are creators. We create our lives. And when you're creating your life, you're more juiced than anything in any time ever. That's where the fun is. It's in creating. Now realize, when you're conscious about that, you realize sometimes you're going to be creating the wrong thing. It's okay. It's not the wrong thing. You're just getting clarity on what you do want to create. Don't beat yourself up. Know that you do not need to judge yourself. Who do you think you are? The judge? No, you don't need to be the judge. You don't even need to be the victim. You can choose to think that you're an individualization of God, which I believe you are, and that means you're free. That is freedom. For me, the greatest gift that I've been given is freedom. The greatest second gift I've been given is I have a partner, and my partner gives me freedom to be myself. And I give her freedom to be herself. And I support her, and I grow her. She supports me and helps grow me. But here's the thing. We had to individually discover who we were, what was important to us, and then have the courage to go out and become the person who would experience and live that. I want you to know you never get to the end because you will be eternally evolving. Remember, you're created out of the infinite. Therefore, you can create infinite expressions of yourself. Is that not cool? I sure think it is. So with this in mind, I ask the question, so again, who do you think you are? Are you thinking big and grandiose? Are you thinking small and confining? And then I ask, what does your heart feel? Listen, it will guide you. I want to thank you for joining me today at Agape. For you to give your valuable time is truly a gift. I hope that some of the words touched you. I hope they stimulated you. I hope they caused you to ask questions, because that's what this is about. I don't know what's right for you or anyone but myself. Sometimes I don't know that. But what I do know is if we keep asking questions, we'll get our answers. We just have to listen to what's inside. So if this message touched you, I invite you to go to agapespiritualcenter.com, make a donation, support us as we continue to bring this work of how to better self-love through conscious living to the world. Realize that you are a part of a global community because we are global. With technology today, we touch lives all over the world and we vibrate with the same energy. One of the things we talk about at Agape, if you need support, spiritual support, ask. Ask a friend. Ask us. Ask me. If you don't ask, no one will ever know that you need the support. In light of that, make this your best day ever. Until next time, aloha.